Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously I'm like in a weird different location, but I'm dog sitting. So yeah, doggy's asleep, so don't worry about her. She's fine. But I wanted to not make a vlog per se. I know it might be vloggy because I'm holding it, but I can't like mount my camera anywhere because if I put it down here, we're like at a weird angle, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're just here like this. But obviously from the title, wherever you're seeing the title, this is my real experience from Comic-Con. I just want to talk about that because I feel like it's very sugar-coated, like when you see things online from like vlogs and stuff. And obviously from my vlog, I didn't show a lot, and I said I didn't want to show a lot because I was with my brother's friends, and it was kind of awkward, which it was, which that is a fact. However, it was just super duper hectic there. Like, the not even an hour in, I was like, I hate it. I absolutely hate Comic Con. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, the show floor is crazy, blah blah. And I was like, okay, yeah, I know. I was like, oh, it's just because there's just a bunch of nerds and cosplayers, but it was like 10 times worse than that. Like okay, it was a mess outside the hall floor, or yeah, the exhibit hall, like outside, like literally outside, not just in the lobby. Yeah, it was a mess. Nobody knew. Like, we would go up to someone, we're like, oh, how do we get into like register or whatever, and they were like, oh, we go to like hall G. So we went to hall G, then we got to hall G. They're like, oh no, they changed it to hall like E or J or whatever. We're like, what the fuck? So we were literally outside just for an hour figuring out where to get in so that we can like registered and like get our things, our lanyard, our bags, those like free bags they give and shit. But it was horrible. Like, we waited in line for a really long time. Then when we got in, we had to go up the escalators, and I was literally like touching my elbows and my arms. Yeah, my arms and stuff. Like, right, I was right next to people. It was like crazy. It was hectic, and I hated it. And then like to register, they just like throw a bag at you, and then you have to do everything yourself. But there's like no sitting area, so you have to like literally do it while you're in the air, and you can't stop because if you stop, security's like, you gotta keep moving, you gotta keep moving, and it's like, what the frick, man? It's insane. Like, I don't understand like how people love to go to these things every year. It was literally the worst experience of my life. But I'm already rambling, but I shouldn't. Let me start with the good stuff. I think the good stuff was that there was a bunch of free stuff. Like, literally every corner, people were handing out things from each studio. Like, here's this poster. But then also, it's just, yeah, that was a good thing. Another good thing was seeing a bunch of celebrities. Like, that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, these people are for real. They're just not people I imagine or I just see on the screen on TV. So that's cool. Um, that's basically it. That's the only thing I liked about it. I like the location. San Diego is a pretty cool place. But that's it. That's all I gotta say for the pros. The cons, I'm gonna rant, so get ready for a rant. Like I said, it's hectic. You can't stop anywhere. Like, I remember at one point, I went to the lobby because I wanted to put my phone to charge, but I didn't want to like take it out while I was on the show floor. So I went into the lobby. I went like next to a wall, so I could take it out. So I was taking it out, and then as I was, some lady, rude security guard, by the way, she was very rude. I like wanted to cry when she was talking to me, but she was like, "No, you can't be here. You have to move." And I was like I literally turned to the person next to me, and there were literally people in the exact same spot just standing there, and she told me that I had to move. I was like, I like looked at everyone else, and I was like, okay. And then I just kept moving, and I had to just charge my phone while I was moving. But I just thought it was like, what the fuck, man? There's other people here, and they're doing the exact same thing that I just started to do. Yeah, I'm getting yelled, so I was like, okay. So I just put it back to charge, and I went back into the show floor, and literally, you can't even walk in there, like, no joke. And like, people don't even say excuse me. People just push through you and stuff. Like, every time I would have to go through, I was like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And I kept saying that because I'm a nice person, but everyone else, they were just really rude. Like, it was gross. Like, at times, I swear, like, I think I touched at least like 5 or 6 other people's arms, and it was just disgusting. I felt their sweat. I would have to shower every night. I was like, oh, because it was just so disgusting. But yeah, like especially in the well, what I've experienced in the Marvel and the Warner Brother booth. Depends who was there, because the Warner Brother booth, it was pretty like free walking by, like once there were celebrity sightings. But I think for the Flash it was hectic. For the Flash and Westworld it was just too insane. I couldn't do it. Like I got like anxiety. I was like claustrophobic at times. But like literally at that point I couldn't move. Like even the security guards were like, move, like you guys have to move. Like all the security guards were pissed except one of them who was really nice, and he kept cracking jokes about the line and everything, and about Comic-Con in general. But like everyone else, like all the security guards are really rude, and I guess they have to be, because if you're nice then people won't take you seriously. But yeah, they were just mean. And um it's too hectic. Like I went to the Marvel booth just because I was bored. Because I literally only hung out at the Warner Brother booth. I think I explained in my vlog, but like that's literally where I just hung out. I would literally just walk around in circles waiting for each signing to pass. So that's like literally what I did. But at one point I went to the Marvel booth because I was like, oh, I'm bored. I want to go see the costumes. But I guess there was a signing. I don't know who was there. I couldn't see. But I literally could not move at all. That I like just had to push to the side and go to a booth that was like right across from the Marvel booth, just so I can get out of there and just go back to the Warner Brother booth. But I just thought it was insane. But yeah. And then like it's weird, like they don't and then like that's another thing. Like after that I just had to go back and just walk around to the Warner Brother booth. Like they literally have nowhere to sit. Like you can't do anything. You just have to keep walking. You have to keep walking. You can't do anything. Like lines for everything are super long. Like even if you have wristbands, it's super long. It's disgusting. And there's like there's like nowhere to sit. Like I know there's like one seating area that I saw like for like a cafeteria type thing, but like that was full. Like I literally went to the lobby, I saw people eating on the floor. I was like, no, this is disgusting. Like you guys are literally living like animals right now. Like I just think it's insane how like there's too many people in that convention hall. Like I think like that's not safe. Like I think that, and then there's like people outside, so I'd like, if you imagine like if everyone that got badges was all in one place, like not in the outside conventions or like in the hotels where they have panels and stuff, like if that was there, or like if everyone from there was all in there, like I don't think that would be safe. Like that's definitely a hazard, and they should totally fix. Like I get everybody wants to go to Comic-Con, but it's like I think they are definitely overselling their shit. It's crazy. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever go back, honestly. I don't know. My brother's friend was like, oh, once you go one year, they'll invite you the next year. But honestly, I don't think I want to go back. Like, literally just thinking about it, like, I want to cry. It's just like, ugh, it's too much, man. I don't know. I like literally only wanted to go to Comic Con for one thing, and the one thing that happened was the days before um I had badges for, so that just ruined my whole experience. But I remember literally after the first day, I was just so bummed out because I was like, Comic Con is literally nothing that I expected. Like I thought it was gonna be like this cool thing and everyone would be really cool, but no, everyone there, they were so rude. Everybody was mean. Nobody was nice. Nobody helped. Nobody did anything. The only person that helped, I think, was like two people, staff workers there, and then but everyone else, they were just so mean, and I hated it. I literally hated every single aspect of Comic Con, and I don't think I'm gonna go back. I mean, yeah, I don't think so. It's just, it was too much for me, and I don't think it was worth all the money that I spent there. I didn't even buy anything. That's the other thing. It's like, I was just there. I just walked around, and that's literally, I just walked around the Warner Brother booth the whole time. That's all I did. I just walked around the Warner Brother booth. I didn't buy anything. I did look around to buy things, but nothing appealed to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It was too much for me, and it was my first convention, too. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll think about going back if they invite me back, but I probably will not go back. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to try, like, smaller conventions, but that was too much. I did not like anything. People were mean, like I said. Nobody helps. You can't even sit. You sit down for a second. You stand for a second, and they're telling you to move because you cannot be standing, and it's just stupid, and I didn't like it. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I had to say about Comic-Con. I know it's just me being mad, but that's exactly how I felt the whole time. Like literally, I got back home and I was like, well, I'm freaking glad to be home because I do not want to be there. Like I did not want to be there. It was too much for me, guys. I'm sorry. yeah, I don't think I'm ever doing that ever again. But yeah, that's it. Um, the panels. In terms of the panels, I've only been to a couple, and I guess they're okay. I think that's the only aspect that I liked from Comic Con was the panels. That's it. And everything else, horrible, horrible. But yeah, that's all. I'm sorry. It was just me ranting, but it must be said because I don't think people are brutally honest about Comic-Con. Like everyone's like, "Oh, it's such a cool like thing. Everything goes on." Like, yeah, the stuff that goes on is cool, but you don't talk about what actually goes on the show floor. People were literally eating on the floor. Security yells at you for just standing in the freaking just standing, doing nothing. And it's horrible. You just have to be on the move the whole time, and honestly, it's the worst. But what can you do? But anyways, that's it. I'm sorry you had to see this. I just felt like it needed to be said. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.